Offense so far. Cleveland ahead, leading by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
On tap this Saturday, November 8th, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. You don't want to miss it.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Terrell Wright, and it's Kaman in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Damian Lillard, a scoring point guard, great three-point shooter, able to hit from deep range off the dribble, you name it. And of course, hit probably the biggest shot of the playoffs last year, that game winner that ended the series against Houston.
Here's Irving, following the score by Damian Lillard. Shoots from the high post, and it's Kaman with the rebound. Right outside. He dishes it to Kaman. To the inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And for Lillard, not just a long-range threat, he's great running that pick and roll, driving and kicking to set up his teammates.
Yeah, he's really excellent in ball handling situations in that pick and roll. I mean, he can get his shot if guys go under. He can split the screen. He can create shots for other people. He's a real handful, and his athleticism is very sneaky, scary.
Love, no good. Trailblazers shooting 43% from the floor. And right, here we go. Here's Matthews, and it's all evened up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
Lopez, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. And then for Cleveland, LeBron comes in for Sean Marion. And Jones subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. LeBron with it, picked up by Aldridge, and finished off by LeBron.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Steve talking about the lack of games with reps between these two teams. There's not a lot of history between them. And this is their first chance this season to create some, I guess, with one more meeting later on coming up.
You know, that's what we get when it's East versus West, Kevin, but it certainly hasn't detracted from the atmosphere in here. I think, if anything, it's added a little something to it.
I agree. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, we all know the mid-range jumper is a lost art, but not for LaMarcus Aldridge. As he said, I've always had that shot. That's my game. Most teams like to give up mid-range shots, so if I specialize in that shot, then why not shoot it? And Coach Terry Stotts agreed, saying, if you're open and it's your shot, it's a good shot. Kevin, back to you.
He makes the percentages work in his favor, Doris. Thank you. Here's Lillard, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lopez, a screen on Irving. Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Clock at 6. That's a 2 for Matthews. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Matthews has got 4 this quarter.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Lopez with the steal. Lillard dishes to Wright. Here's Lillard. Here's the teardrop.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is... Watch out!
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Batum in for Wright. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Dion Waiters comes in for James Jones. Lillard attacking and misses it off the right side of the rim. And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll really help his development as a player and a leader, too.
That's guaranteed.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Baseline jumper. There's the bucket. Good. Matthews has got 8.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction. And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
Now, here's Lillard. It's Matthews on the wing. Lillard outside. Back to Matthews. Here's Lopez. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Varejau.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
And Lillard kicks to Robinson. Lillard with it. Matthews passes to Robinson. Poked away. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, and the jam by LeBron. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers on top as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
What a game for LeBron. 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
Well, he's going to have to continue to play this way, Clark, because this offense thrives on his passing ability, and they've got it going right now.
On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejau in at the 5, roaming the paint. Trailblazers trail by 10.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Aldridge, Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz.
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
And so here's Portland. The Cavaliers making the shot. Lillard attacking. 6 on the shot clock. Misses from close range.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Love with the screen for James. Here's Waiters. Batum grabs the miss.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Aldridge with a screen on Irving. Matthews dishes to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Lillard wide open.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Shot's good. Waiters got 5.
You know, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive stopper. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger 3 men. But his length and mobility do make him a factor.
And for Batum defensively, a good shot blocker. Not as many steals as you might expect. But between his rebounding and his efficient scoring, he's a quality player.
2 shots.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. And as time went on, he cooled off a bit. But as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Robin Lopez. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Marion's checked in. Love with the screen for Irving. Shot off the pick. That one rolling around and rims out.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career. Able to hit spotting up or on the move. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere.
Portland no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Waiters, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And Steve, Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers low, but he's a gym rat. I mean, working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Lillard attacking. Rejected by Irving. 3 on 3. And Matthews kicks to Kaman. Aldridge trying to break free. And it's good. .59 seconds left in the third. And Waiters kicks to Love. Back to Waiters. Now Love inside, and he dunks it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does.